God is giving. So this message came to me yesterday. Actually, it came like a week ago, but I was trying to figure out what the Holy Spirit was telling me. And you guys, God has put it in my spirit. I said this yesterday. I made a video. I haven't posted yet because it's very long. It's going to take a minute to upload. And so God is telling me, the Holy Spirit is telling me that the last shall be first. Because the first is constantly trying to force these people. There's chosen ones, there's spiritual ones, there's people in this world that's going through a lot of difficult, like similar to the story that I've told you over my life, the gang stalking, the constant attacks, these bullies, these spiritual bullies, people who are, on demon time, and they think they're doing things for a higher good because, a fake ass old firefighter or police officer or old veteran, or just somebody who tries to claim some type of authority, or like they know everything, or they have a way of knowing things, when all of it is false allegations and lies and slander and defamation to your name, to these people's names. And so God is using these people to become, so basically what I'm trying to say is the last is going to be first now. The tables are turning. There you go. That's what God showed me too. It's almost like it's a switch. It's a switch. And all of this has to deal with people who have authority, right? People who are, like I said, who are ex-firefighters, ex-police officers, ex-law enforcement, ex-veterans, right? People who abuse power and authority, right? So God is going to put these people that they've been targeting, these, karmic, unrighteous, abusing of power and authority people, right, that they've been attacking. God is going to uplift them and place them above them to where they have power and authority over them. And I'm seeing that this is like it, all of this is spiritual warfare, but I'm seeing that these people, the ones that have been picked on, the ones that have been ridiculed, the ones who've been gang stalked, are as so much going to just speak over these people's lives. Because you guys, it says it in the Bible. It says that we have power and authority over the dark principalities of darkness, right? And he's also been showing me lately Ephesians 5:11, right, to expose the wicked in the darkness, right, to bring it to light. So it's going to take these gang stalkers, the ones that are being gang stalked, to bring it to the light, to where things are going to start balancing out in the spiritual realm and the ethers, which in the physical it has to manifest. Because when we're speaking against dark principalities and authority, we have power and dominion over them, right? And so these people, these gang stalkers, these people, these fake authority figures, these people that have been abusing their power and authority, their lives are going to start to crumble. Don't know why I'm seeing the Minion, that movie, the yellow character. It's like literally God is going to shrink them that low, to where they're gonna they're gonna be speaking, and it's gonna make no sense. Like God is rebuking and he's disowning and renouncing every single person that has come against these people. And you guys, if you do your research, look at all the celebrities, as high as that, okay? The because it seems like that's kind of like the proof out there. I tell you my stories, but my stuff isn't out there, on the World Wide Web. And they document these people's lives, like they snapshot everything, and it's so sad and it's so disturbing. And I feel so bad for celebrities, majority of them, the good ones. And that's what I'm getting to. If you look at the ones who were always standing in a righteous way, out of purity, always knew in their heart, mind, body, and soul that They were fortunate enough to make it to the top, but they decided to opt out because they figured it out really quick that there's an agenda behind making that money. There's an agenda, they have to be owned, they have to do certain things, the Illuminati is in control. And the ones that deny and ones that do not want to go forward, what happens to them? They get gang stalked, they get bullied, right? It's almost like they're being given a choice, but reality they're not, because the elite just want to see how they're going to react. And if they say no, or if they come against it, or if they speak out against it, they bully, gang stalk them, similar to regular people like me and you, right, who get gang stalked because we're not for that agenda. We're not for the abuse. We're not going to tolerate the abuse. We're going to stand up to these bullies. We're going to fight back. And because of that, these other bullies that come for us, right, they're going to be lowered, is what I'm seeing. So God is literally like, he's just not going to protect them, is all I'm seeing and what I'm trying to say. God has removed his protection from these low-life, fake ex-firefighters, fake ex-cops. Some of them are even current. You guys, some of them are even like still like a firefighter. Some of them are even still like a police officer. And I'm seeing law enforcement, lawyers, judges, I'm seeing God is going to minimize them. They are going to become minions in the spirit, which in turn it has to manifest in the flesh. They're going to be googly-eyed because they're going to be stripped of all power and authority in the physical and in the spirit. Their words are going to turn null and void. I'm seeing it's like the tip of their tongue. It's going to be like a parched desert. Because I'm seeing when they're going to pray, they're going to be weeping, but their tears are going to be dry. Because it's going to be so much weeping. Because they're going to go through everything. Every one of your bullies, gang stalkers, slanderers, it doesn't matter who they are, or what type of position they are in life. I am seeing them shrivel up like the desert and dry out for years. So everything that they've done to you, so the amount of pain that you've endured, the trauma bonding, the narcissism, the scapegoating, the flying monkeys, the ruining of your reputation for no reason, sacrificing you. They had no idea who they were messing with because you're a chosen one. They had no idea that what they were doing was just training you and leveling up you. Little did they know that they were gang stalking and tormenting a spiritual assassin. Little did they know that they were coming against one of God's strongest, most powerful warriors. Little did they know that they were sharpening your sword and they were grooming your breastplate of righteousness. Little did they know that they were only giving you power and authority over them. So you see, we give away our power and authority when we do these low-level things. So to the people that have been gang stalked, tormented, consider it a blessing, not a curse. Because all it did was build you. All it did was created and let the phoenix rise from within you. All it did was sharpened you. And now I'm seeing that there's a lot of these people, the ones like me that have been gang stalked, have risen, are now molded into, I'm seeing you guys like the people, the chosen ones that have been gang stalked, have been tormented and bullied. I am seeing like armor of pure gold. I'm seeing like steel and gold. warriors in the spirit who are going to be able to even just think. And it is so. Having power and authority. Little did they know they were your servants. Little did they know that you were a king and queen. And they're going to have to exonerate you. They're going to have to submit. They're going to figure it out really quick, if they have not already, that if they don't submit through you to him, that there's going to be it's like God is showing me and saying, he's not even going to listen to them. He's going to force them to come to you. So then you can see if it's worthy enough to send it up to the heavens. I'm seeing bankruptcy. I'm seeing businesses falling. I'm seeing marriages breaking. I'm seeing it's sad. I don't even want to speak on that, but it is so disgusting, the shit that I'm seeing. These people are going to be begging. And all you can do, collective, chosen ones, is just look at them with compassion and mercy. And literally say, I'm seeing God say, I'm seeing God say, but I not know you. Who are you? And it's almost like you're going to be resembling that same energy, looking down on them, because now the tables have turned. Now you're taller, higher in stature, and they're lowly. When they never were tall, and you never were low. But they always saw you as a minion. They always saw you as a low-life nothing. They always deemed you unworthy. They always saw you as unfit. They always saw you as somebody who isn't even worth valuing. And all of a sudden, the tables have turned, right? Because God has orchestrated it that way. You were literally chosen ones. You were literally an angel who was sent to help them. Your presence alone is abundant and prosperous. You were sent to fix this person's life, these people's lives, to help them. But now, the tables are turning because they became part of the hoodoo voodoo gang stalking. They decided to come against a chosen one. They decided to believe the lies that you were an alcoholic, that you were a drunk, that you were a drug addict, that you were a whore, that you were a prostitute, that you didn't give a fuck about your kids. Meanwhile, you've been wearing the same thing for years just to keep good clothes on your kids' back. Meanwhile, you've lost your health. You stopped working out because your children came first. Meanwhile, you were struggling all alone, but yet you still came on top because you relied on God alone. Yeah. Now the tables are turning. While they were just sitting there, lavishly watching and laughing at you and mocking you. Yeah, no, God said no more. So these people are going to be minimized. I'm literally seeing a minion again. And they're going to be like, but null and void. It's like they're going to be speaking, but it's not, it's going to be, it's nothing. Nothing is coming out of their mouth. Something, I don't know why I just wanted to say resounding noise, but that's not it. Something else. It's going to be null and void, basically, is what I'm saying. They're going to be crying. They're going to be talking. They're going to be weeping. And God is not going to hear them. So a double portion, a triple portion of everything that they did to you for years. Because I know from experience, I've been gang stalked for years. It's almost been a decade. I've been going through this. And every single one of these people, like I said, God is going to humble them. He's going to force them to live exactly what you went through, to show them why you should never cross anybody first and foremost, but the chosen ones. You never know. You know that saying, you need to be careful how you treat people, because you never know, you might be entertaining an angel. That's what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. All these people had an opportunity to dig deep and see through eyes of compassion rather than judgment, ego, and pride and false heresy. But they chose not, because these people are wicked and they're atheists, literally, because they don't believe in God. They think they're gods themselves. They do. They literally think that they are gods because they own businesses, because they have all this. Half these people are broke. Businesses are crumbling. I'm seeing bankruptcy by July. Yep. Businesses closing, having to sell everything because they're not even going to be able to afford, because they've become so obsessed and addicted to gain stalking you, to tracking you. So mote it be, God says.